What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Low Luxury, and welcome back to another episode of Low Luxury Archive. And if you've been watching this series so far, you know that we are diving deep into the Demna Gvasalia Balenciaga archives. We've already looked at a couple really cool pieces, but I think this has to be the coolest piece we've looked at so far. And I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to. Oh my God. It's so heavy, you guys. It's so heavy. I'm just letting it sit in my lap like a big fat baby boy. Okay? So this is a coat. Maybe I can do a little unzip action, a little tease, if you will. It's a denim coat, and it is something special. It's insane. So on this series, we are going to not only look at this piece and check out all the little details, we're also going to look at the collection that this piece came from and that actual runway look. Then we're going to try this on, and we're not just going to try it on, I will tell you how it fits, how it feels, but we're also going to either A, try to recreate that runway look, or maybe even improve upon it if we can. But that's sometimes hard with Demna. The guy's top notch. So without further ado, let's check out where this coat came from. Yo. Before we get too much further, subscribe to the channel. I make tons of luxury and streetwear content. And also, if you're looking for deals on luxury and streetwear, check the description. I've got some of the best sites with all authentic stuff. Check it out. So here we are once again in the Balenciaga runway collections on the Vogue runway site. And this one is actually on the newer side. This is the newest piece we've looked at in this series so far. But this piece actually, it has its roots a little bit further back. So for example, in this fall 2018 collection is where you really started seeing these kind of crazy fur-lined pieces, even in denim. It's more towards the end of the show, if I remember correctly. So let's get down there. So here's a layered jacket. Actually, I'm not sure if there's fur on that one. Let's keep going here. That pink right there, that like pink animal print, that's a fur. That's like a Sherpa fur lining right there. Obviously, this one's crazy. There it is inside this crazy layered coat. These layered coats are like super grails. They go for like thousands and thousands of dollars. So I'm not sure if you're going to be seeing one of these on the channel anytime soon, but trust me, I'm doing my best to get my hands on one. It's just out of my price range. But anyway, this is the earliest back that I can see pieces that I see a direct lineage to the one we're looking at today. We also saw a longer blue denim coat in the pre-fall 2019 collection, but this one really feels like more of a prototype to the piece that we're going to be looking at today. This one, it's a bit shorter, it's got a raw hem, just kind of a bit boxy. This one has a bit more like bells and whistles to it. Because the piece we're looking at today came from the Resort 2020 collection. Again, I told you this was pretty new, 2020. So it actually came at the very end of the show. But the kind of like resort collections and pre-collections for Balenciaga, this is where Demna really has like a lot of fun. He's not trying to like push things forward or create brand new silhouettes or create new design languages. He's really playing with the codes of the house and the codes of the house that he's created in his time there as well. So you've got, fun Eiffel Tower prints, a lot of cool outerwear. The knits are insane as always, some strong shoulder jackets, it's things like that, But we get further down in the collection. There we go, look 49. That's our guy. Here it is, obviously super oversized, super kind of rounded, almost like comical looking to a degree, and you can't see any of that fur in this photo. You can just see the inside of it right there, but it's kind of dark in the picture. I wish they'd actually showed it off a little more, because really these resort photos, this wasn't like a runway. This is for, I don't know, just to get some buzz going and to have people be able to see the clothes. And I think this actually does not do it justice, because you can't see everything that this piece contains, but like the length, the volume, everything is just super, super extra in that perfect Demna way. And that's why I love this piece. All right, now let's dive in and check out all the crazy details of this piece. And I'll finally unzip this thing, do the big reveal for you. All right, and now the time has come for the unboxing, or should I say the unzipping. just in a like garment bag from the Real. Trust me, I was not paying retail price for this bad boy, because I bet it cost like, I'm gonna guess the retail price on this was like $3,000. That'd be my rough guesstimate, which is insane when you think about it. But like, it's an insane piece, so you know, you get what you pay for, I guess, right? So here we go. And it's not going to be that exciting because this thing is so long that it's just kind of crumpled up in a ball in here, because even this huge garment bag is not enough to contain it. You see, it's like folded over in there. But we see the goods poking through here. So let's get this out now. And there you have it. Where do you even begin with something like this? It's just so big and so long and so beautiful. Let's take a look at the basics, like the tags and branding elements and stuff like that. So this is the one that's at the back of the neck, and I think it's a little bit bigger than your usual Balenciaga neck tag, but it is still that white on black. But it is sewn down on all sides, and you can feel that the Sherpa fur lining is underneath that. It still has that puffiness to it. And a nice little denim hang tag. You know, why not? I would not want to hang this thing from this. It's just so heavy, but, you know, it just ties it all together. We do have our retail tags with this piece. Let's see what we got here. So 2019-2020, that's how we got an idea of what year it was from. This one I'm guessing is the retailer sticker, but we can see size 44, which translates to an extra small in US sizing. And let me tell you, this thing is anything but extra small. I would say like 2XL maybe is what this fits like. XL? I don't know, but it's like meant to be that way. That's just how Demna does things, you know? And there's definitely something inside here, and I'm really curious what it could be. Oh, I feel it's coming out. Buttons, baby, buttons! Branded, of course, because it's Balenciaga. It's gotta be. Our care tags here are actually way high up. Like, I'd say a solid halfway down. Usually they'd be more towards the bottom, but I get why they're there. It makes sense. It's just so long, and you'll see how long it is when we put this on. So like we said, size 44, extra small. Really completely meaningless in this case, but I guess they got to put a size on there. Made in Italy, which you'll love to see. Balenciaga, they bounce around a lot of places. I've seen Italy, France, Portugal, of course, Tunisia. I think I've seen Slovakia on some things, Japan for a lot of the denim, actually. But I'm guessing, if it says Italy, that this is Italian denim. We got a model number down at the bottom there. And let's see what kind of fabrications we have going on here. So, exterior fabric, 100% cotton. Denim, that makes sense. And it's like an outer fabric, so that it doesn't need like any stretch really or anything. No elastane or anything like that. Fabric 2. So that's the lining here. This is 85% wool and 15% polyester. But let me tell you, this has none of that wool scratchiness. Like, when I say none, I mean zero. Does not have any scratchiness whatsoever, which I'm so thankful for. While we're in here, what else can we look at? Let's see. Oh, I see we have a pocket here with a zipper even. Let me look at that detailing. So even on the inside of this piece, they got to throw in a monogram BB branded zipper. And you can see that the pocket itself is lined in denim. Just like super nice touches here. And you can see, so this thing is essentially fully lined. The only places that aren't lined are these kind of like flaps where it folds over so that the lining doesn't like show through. But otherwise, it goes pretty much all the way down the sleeve and pretty much the same distance down the coat itself. There's only 2 closures for this piece. So essentially it stays open, much like that shirt, jacket, short sleeve thing that we looked at in the last episode. Closes up in the top. So there's one button on the inside here. So this flap could go inside and button that way. Or you could button it from the outside with this button right by the collar here. At either side of the waist, we've got these really big, like bulky workwear kind of pockets. So it's like a flap here and then goes in that way. And of course, this is Balenciaga, so they had to sneak some branding in somewhere, right? And let me show you where it is. So it is right down here at the side on the bottom of the jacket. So we go all the way up, all the way down that side seam, and boom. Demna really likes doing kind of like rubberized logos for whatever reason. And I think It's nice that it's there. I understand why they like to brand things. It's a big brand name. But I like that they kept it kind of minimal and off to the side. So it's there. Like, if you see it, you see it. But otherwise, it's just this big, hulking denim monstrosity. Other than that, this thing is kept super, super simple. We've got, your typical folded workwear style collar here. And beyond that, it's almost like more of a robe or something, except no tie. It just stays kind of open. You can see, because of these seams going off on curves here, it kind of has a slouch to it. And I also like the wash of the denim. It's at its lightest up here, and then darkens ever so slightly in this kind of ombre effect as you get down towards the bottom where it's at its darkest. And the back is super straightforward, just that single seam all the way down the back. But of course, this is a luxury product, so when you look at things like the stitching, everything is perfect, straight, consistent, the sizes of each stitch, it's all just as it should be. Nothing is out of place here. All right, now that we've checked all of those details out, it's time to try this piece on and try to recreate that runway look, give our own interpretation of it. So hell yeah, let's do it. Now, if we take a look back at that runway look, we'll see that it's kept really simple, which I love. The coat really carries this entire look. It's just 4 pieces. So of course, there's the coat, which we'll have here. Then there's an undershirt, which is also like denim in this case. And obviously I don't have that exact shirt, but I do have this denim kind of style patchwork shirt by J. Lindeberg. I don't know if you're familiar. Kind of like a luxury department store kind of brand, I would say, but I love this shirt and I think they're going to go pretty well together. Then for bottoms, we have some jeans, but I'm actually going to stick with the oversized silhouette and go with these Sune kind of like gray-blue striped pants. Super, super long, wide leg, and I'm hoping they'll work here. And then the shoes were these black and white, like Paris pattern ones, and I think they're actually the weak link of this look. I think they kind of stand out like a sore thumb, and I don't love that print. But what I do know is that like oranges and browns go really well with denim stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stick with some boots, but these are like, kind of like sneaker boots. We've got the Gucci Flash Trek boots in this crazy colorway here, and just seeing them next to each other, like they do pair quite well. So let's put these on and see what we got. All right, let me just start off here by saying that this thing is heavy and it is warm. I am sweating, you guys, but enough about that. Let's talk about this look. So I'm like kind of obsessed with it. Like on the one hand, I love the fit of everything. I love the look of everything, but also I'm a little bothered that my blues aren't matched as well as they could be. And that's a failing on my part. I'm trying to walk the line between matching the runway look that Demna put up there and what I have in my possession. So this is what I've got, but I think the fits are there. Now this piece is just like a classic piece of oversized Balenciaga outerwear. It's kind of like, I don't know, homeless looking, but also like as well made as a garment can possibly be. It's walking this really, really crazy line and achieving this insane juxtaposition that is what I really love about Balenciaga and why I'm archiving their stuff right now. Of course, we've already talked about it a bit, but the fit, it just kind of is what it is. If you want this piece and you want it more fitted, you're out of luck unless you want to bring it to a tailor, because it's going to be oversized even if you get the smallest possible size they made. I don't know how small they made them, but this is an extra small, and you can see how it fits. But that's how Balenciaga is these days. You got to get on board with the fits or go somewhere else. So I'm about it. The feel, of course, I mentioned wool Sherpa fur lining. It doesn't get better than that. But it really has a lot of good movement. The denim is not stiff at all. It's super, super like pre-worn. It's got a super soft feeling to it, like you wouldn't believe. So this thing is actually, for like the winter, super, super practical as long as you don't mind that oversized fit. So yeah, this one's staying in these archives, baby. This one's mine for good. So that is the insane wool Sherpa fur lined long heavy denim coat by Balenciaga. That insane archival piece that ain't going anywhere. That's staying in my archives for a long time. So take a look at the other video on screen here, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I'll see you next time.